North West critiques Kim Kardashian's parenting by exposing her major errors. Hi, before we continue, please subscribe to the channel for all Kardashians news and update. Kim Kardashian recently had a heartwarming and funny conversation with her daughter North West, which was shared with the public through Interview magazine's 55th anniversary edition. In this special edition, Kim and North talked about their lives, their family, and how fame has affected them in different ways. What made this interview even more entertaining was how honest North was throughout the discussion. Even though Kim was supposed to be the one asking the questions, North ended up revealing some interesting things about her mother that many people found funny, surprising, and even a bit touching. One of the main highlights was when Kim asked North a simple question about her cooking skills. The answer North gave had people laughing and talking. When Kim asked North what she thought about her cooking, North didn't hesitate to give a brutally honest answer. She said Kim had not cooked for them in a very long time and that the last time she remembered Kim cooking was 2 Halloweens ago. That one sentence not only showed North's funny personality but also gave people a small peek into what life might be like inside the Kardashian household. Even though Kim is a very successful businesswoman who manages multiple companies like Skims, it turns out she may not spend much time in the kitchen these days. North's playful response added a humorous and real side to Kim's public image, which many people found relatable. After all, even celebrities sometimes have struggles or simply don't have time for cooking. As the interview continued, North shared even more details about how she navigates being the daughter of 2 of the most famous people in the world. One interesting thing she mentioned was that when she is out with her friends, she uses a different name. She explained that her friends call her by an alias to help her stay unnoticed by strangers or people who might recognize her. This shows how even at just 11 years old, North already understands how intense public attention can be. Using a fake name is her way of trying to feel normal and stay away from the spotlight when she just wants to be herself. It also shows that she's growing up learning how to manage fame in her own way, which is not something most kids her age have to worry about. North also talked about how she feels when people take pictures of her. She said she enjoys taking selfies and pictures of herself, but she doesn't like it when paparazzi try to take pictures of her without permission. She described how frustrating it is to wake up early in the morning only to find a group of photographers waiting to snap her picture. In a joking but also very telling way, North said that when this happens, she feels like saying she's going to sue them. However, she admitted that if she's already dressed well and feeling awake, she doesn't mind the photos as much. This kind of honesty is both amusing and very eye-opening. It shows how someone so young is already learning to deal with fame and attention that most adults would find overwhelming. North West, being the first child of Kim Kardashian and Kanye West, has always been in the spotlight. From the moment she was born, the media has followed her every move. She's already been featured in some of her father's songs and has a growing presence on social media. In many ways, North is not just a child growing up in a celebrity home, she is becoming a personality in her own right. With her unique fashion sense, outgoing character, and clever way of speaking, she continues to capture people's attention whenever she appears in public or online. Despite all the fame and the changes in their personal lives, both Kim and Kanye have remained focused on raising their children together. They may no longer be in a relationship, and their split was widely discussed in the media, often in negative ways. Yet, both of them seem to understand the importance of giving their children love, stability, and support. Even with all the drama that once surrounded their separation, they have managed to build a co-parenting relationship that keeps the children at the center. This doesn't mean things are perfect, but it does show that they're both committed to being good parents, no matter what has happened between them in the past. What made this interview even more special is how much it felt like a regular conversation between a mother and daughter. Of course, they are both very famous, but the way they talked, laughed, and even teased each other made it feel very genuine. North's comments, especially about Kim's cooking, reminded many people that behind all the makeup, the fashion, and the headlines, there is still a family that shares jokes, has memories, and deals with everyday situations just like anyone else. North also showed that she has a strong voice and knows how to speak her mind. In a world where children of celebrities often grow up without a say in how they are portrayed, it's refreshing to see North take control of her image and speak openly about what she does and doesn't like. Her willingness to call out her mom in a lighthearted way not only made the interview more entertaining but also highlighted the honest relationship they share. It's clear that North feels safe expressing herself around her mom, and that speaks volumes about their bond. People were especially drawn to the parts of the interview where North talked about how she deals with unwanted attention. When she said she prefers taking her own pictures rather than being photographed by strangers, it made many think about how hard it must be to grow up constantly being watched. Imagine waking up and finding people trying to take your photo before you even brush your teeth or get dressed. For most people, this would be extremely stressful, but North seems to be learning how to handle it with a mix of humor and bravery. It's not easy to grow up in the public eye, but she's finding ways to set boundaries, and that's an important lesson for everyone. Kim, on the other hand, seemed proud of her daughter throughout the conversation. Even when North made the funny comment about her not cooking in years, Kim laughed it off and didn't try to correct her. That moment showed how Kim is allowing her daughter to be herself, even if it means hearing some truths that aren't always flattering. It also showed that Kim is open to letting her children express their real opinions instead of controlling everything they say. This approach helps her kids build confidence and lets the world see their personalities shine. As more people read the interview and watched clips from it online, many fans shared their thoughts on social media. They praised North for being bold, smart, and honest. Some even said she was the most interesting and real person in the entire Kardashian family. Others said they were happy to see a softer, more relatable side of Kim through her interaction with her daughter. The interview didn't focus on glamour or fame. Instead, it showed what it's like to be a mother, to raise children under a microscope, and to have everyday family moments that anyone can understand. Even though North is still very young, it's clear she has a strong personality and a unique way of seeing the world. She's growing up surrounded by cameras and attention, but she's also learning to protect her space and find her voice. This interview was a small moment, but it gave people a deeper look into how she thinks and feels. It also reminded everyone that even though the Kardashian family is famous for many things, at the heart of it all, they are still just a family trying to support and love each other in their own way. Looking ahead, people are excited to see more of North and her siblings. Thanks for watching. Please do well to share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more Kardashian updates.